President Uhuru Kenyatta's game plan with Musalia Mudavadi, Kalonzo Musyoka, Gideon Moi, and Moses Wetang'ula? Because let's face it, when President Uhuru Kenyatta entered into handshake with Raila Odinga in 2018, President Uhuru Kenyatta left out his deputy William Samoei Ruto out of the handshake. Raila Odinga, on the other side, also left out his co-principals in NASA out of the handshake. But President Uhuru Kenyatta is clearly working on a strategy to bring the NASA principals together with Gideon Moi together. What is his game plan? Is it possible that President Uhuru Kenyatta is trying to checkmate Raila Odinga? Or is it possible that President Uhuru Kenyatta is bringing these guys together as a strategy to defeat William Samoei Ruto? Or is it possible that the president is bringing these guys together so that they can work with the Raila Odinga once again? In this video today, I want us to look at this sacred alliance, but I want to focus more on the challenges they are going to face, especially the headache in crafting this particular alliance. But before we do that, if you're watching this video for the first time, I want you to take a second or two and click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. I am Makwiny and I focus primarily on analysis of current affairs in Kenya. And because of that, and because politics is what makes the world move, at least you'll get one or two. The analysis you do here, you can't get any other place. So just spare a second or two and click the subscribe button. And to the subscribers, I will not tire from thanking you guys. You are amazing and you've supported this channel up to this point. But the request I make, give it thumbs up. The last 3 days, you guys have not behaved so well. Anyway, I told you about my uncle who passed on. So on Saturday, we are going for the funeral. So on Saturday, if I delay a bit, you'll be able to understand. Now let us get back to the main issue. Musalia Mudavadi, Gideon Moi, Moses Wetang'ula, and Kalonzo Musyoka are crafting an alliance. And the alliance, they are calling it the Sacred Alliance. Will that alliance see the light of the day? Those are the questions which Kenyans are asking. And the other fact which is clear is that this alliance is actually getting support from the system and from the deep state. And let me just take you back a bit on something which I've consistently said on this platform. That around President Uhuru Kenyatta, there are several camps. There's the camp which believe that probably the right person the president should support is Raila Odinga. Then there is the other camp which believes that both Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta should retire and support a compromise candidate. And this is where the Sacred Alliance is coming in. And then there's another group which believes that probably Uhuru should have just gone with his deputy. And then there's the third group which believes that the next president should actually come from the existing team with internally. That is Fred Matiang'i, maybe we paired with Mutahi Kagwe. And the team which was proposing, or the team which is proposing a compromise candidate are actually the ones supporting this Sacred Alliance. And that team comprises of several people, including the guy who is being accused by ODM party as the one supporting this team, Karanja Kibicho. But do you think this team can actually go ahead and succeed in their schemes? They are crafting a team. And I remember last week I did a video on this platform, and in that video I explained clearly that President Uhuru Kenyatta can actually make Musalia Mudavadi the president of this republic very easily. But there's a big problem, and that problem is Musalia Mudavadi himself. So these guys are already crafting a team, and I want to make you laugh a bit. I want to just go through that team they are crafting, and this is the team which is going to negotiate on their behalf. Musalia Mudavadi, in his team, has appointed Ayub Savula, the Lugari member of parliament. He has also appointed Sakwa Munyase, the Nambale member of parliament, and he has also nominated Kevin Lunani, who is the ANC party chairperson. These three gentlemen are all lawyers. Musalia Mudavadi wants to become the president of the Republic of Kenya. He has an opportunity of crafting a team. Then he goes for 3 lawyers to represent him. That's a false start, if you ask me. Then Kalonzo Musyoka. And I've always said here that I personally have soft spot for Kalonzo Musyoka because I believe he's a bit honest, politically speaking. Kalonzo Musyoka has appointed Mutula Kilonzo. Despite the fact that Mutula Kilonzo is a Kamba, I think is the right guy for him there. He's also appointed Victor Swanya Ogeto. I think he's a Kisi. I think he's the executive director. And then he has also appointed Enoch Wambua, the Kitui senator. So for him, he has at least mixed. Right? Then we go to Gideon Moi, and this is where I'm surprised. Gideon Moi also appointed 3 people. He has proposed the names of 3 people. He has proposed the name of Nick Salat. He has proposed the name of William Kamket. And he has also proposed the name of Samuel Pugisho. All these 3 gentlemen from Rift Valley. Remember Gideon Moi, if you go to Northeastern, he has so many members of parliament elected on Kanu ticket. In my considered opinion, he ought to have given one of them a chance so that they can feel ownership. Because at the formation, this is where people feel ownership of this party, of this alliance. So if he's starting to form an alliance which is based on tribe, then I don't think they're going to make much headways. And then Moses Wetang'ula has Chris Omalwa. Of course, he's qualified. And then he had Ferdinand Wanyonyi, another able guy from his side, and Chris Mandumandu, also lawyers. So when you talk of Kalonzo Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetang'ula, these guys have appointed a total of 6 people. All these 6 people are lawyers. How do you then go outside there and tell Kenyans that you want to become their president? It's a bit difficult. It's a bit difficult to convince Kenyans that you want to become the president of the Republic of Kenya, even Gideon Moi. For Kalonzo at least. But again, this alliance is based on tribal arithmetics. So probably the president, just like I said yesterday, is trying to create tribal kingpins. For you to create a tribal kingpin, you must make sure that you are very strong in your ground. So Musalia Mudavadi has probably realized that for him to be seen to be very strong in the larger lower land, he needed to distribute one Nambale, another one Lugari, another one Lunani. Lunani I think comes from around Luanda here. Wetang'ula also the same. Okay, Bungoma. All these 3 guys. Chris Wamalwa comes from Trans Nzoia, yes, but Wanyonyi and Mandumandu, Bungoma. So maybe they want to strengthen those places. But is this alliance really going to succeed? I want you guys to listen to me, pay attention, and listen to me very carefully. I strongly believe that this alliance is going to face serious challenges. And the first challenge they are going to face is that even before they think of anything, for them to succeed or form the next government, this alliance will require the support of President Uhuru Kenyatta and the support of Raila Odinga. Of course, either of them can also say, I'm not supporting, but that's the basic. I don't see this alliance because from the way they've been talking, this alliance are talking as if they want to lock out Raila Odinga and want to appeal to President Uhuru Kenyatta. How can you appeal to President Uhuru Kenyatta and lock out Raila Odinga? That's being madness. I mean, that's total madness. So there is no way they can form government without President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga supporting them. So they have no option. That's the first challenge. Number 2 is the choice of the flag bearer. Assuming today the president agrees to support them and Raila Odinga also agrees to support them, who is likely to cede ground for the other? I know Moses Wetang'ula is not keen on the presidency. I also know that Gideon Moi might not be very keen on the presidency in 2022. But again, if he's provided that chance, he would take it. So between Kalonzo Musyoka and Moses Wetang'ula, who is likely to cede the ground to support the other? That's going to be a serious challenge. I don't think Kalonzo Musyoka, having been running mate 2 times is going to allow that to happen. What about Musalia Mudavadi? It will be very difficult for Musalia Mudavadi to control Western Kenya if he's not the presidential candidate. So it's a challenge they're going to face. Number 3, the third headache they are going to deal with is the Kanu tag. Basically, anybody coming into this country will easily tell you that if you have Kalonzo Musyoka, Gideon Moi, Musalia Mudavadi, and you have Moses Wetang'ula, clearly, those are Kanu men and supported by President Uhuru Kenyatta. Those are Kanu men. Kanu doesn't have a good history in this country. Kenyans removed Kanu from power, and it has been almost 20 years. But I don't think Kenyans will be ready to come up with another Kanu kind of government. They would be free to support Musalia Mudavadi, but not to be seen as Kanu. It would be easy for any opponent, for their opponents, to tag them as if they are Kanu orphans. So they'll have to deal with that Kanu factor on a serious note. The 4th headache is the project tag. The truth of the matter is that these guys are currently enjoying the support and the patronage of the deep state. The other day, I shared a photo of Moses Wetang'ula coming out of a chopper. That week, he had used 3 different choppers. And I was doing my analysis of those choppers, and I realized that one of the choppers is actually owned by Devki Group. And when I looked at when I went further and further into the history of Devki Group, I realized that this guy made his money when Kibaki was the president. And the guy who helped him up to now is actually Karanja Kibicho. So I could link that. Projects, when you are viewed as projects, it's not good for any politician. The fact of the matter is that when Kenyans will start branding them as projects, that's the moment they lose their support. But how can they go outside there and get out of this tag project? Uhuru Kenyatta was viewed as Moi project. He failed. These guys will be viewed as the system project if they're not careful, Yani. And if that is going to happen, then I can assure you these guys are going to fail. Number 5, 5th headache they are facing is the possibility of Raila Odinga and William Ruto coming together. It's going to be a big headache for them. If the president is going to endorse this team, it means he will have to betray Raila Odinga. If he's going to betray Raila Odinga, then Raila Odinga might team up with William Samoei Ruto. And if Raila teams up with Ruto and say they are going to agree, Raila is going to say, okay, William, you can't be a running mate to me, and we have changed the constitution, so be the presidential candidate. And then I can become the prime minister. Or Raila can tell him, based on my age, wacha nikuwe president. You are still young, ukuwe prime minister, uwe ukifuatilia maneno ya government, while I'm just managing the state. Then after that, we can manage beyond these guys. So the possibility of Raila and the possibility of Ruto working together is also something which Uhuru might not allow. And because Uhuru might not allow these 2 gentlemen to work, it means he can even compromise and support Raila Odinga, if that can avert a possibility of Raila and Ruto working together. And if that were to happen, then it means their sacred alliance is going to fall. And lastly, the national appeal. The fact of the matter is that in Kabushai, these guys campaigned so well. In Matungu, they did the same. In Machakos, they conducted very good campaigns. But there's one challenge. They were being supported by the deep state. Now, left on their own, can they do that? And again, in these areas, they were operating within their strongholds. So if now they are left out to go outside there, Musalia Mudavadi, Kalonzo Musyoka to organize a political rally in Kisumu, a big one. Kalonzo Musyoka, Musalia Mudavadi left outside there to go to Mombasa, for example, to organize a huge rally. or to go to Garissa, will they be able to appeal to the masses in those regions? That's the other challenge which these guys are going to face. The challenge of national appeal. Gideon Moi, in my considered opinion, might appeal nationally. Because as we speak today, you can't claim that Gideon Moi is riding on his tribe, politically speaking. Because Kalenjins or the Rift Valley is firmly under the grip of William Samoei Ruto. But Gideon Moi is still shining. Why? Because I think nationally he has a bit of appeal. I don't know what you think, but that's my take. And I'm not talking about finance, whether they are able to finance a presidential candidate. I know that Gideon is able. I don't know whether Musalia Mudavadi can finance. I don't know whether Kalonzo Musyoka finance a serious presidential campaign. So they are facing a lot of challenges, and some of these challenges will require a miracle for them to surmount. But I'm not ruling out the possibility. But just like I said, President Uhuru Kenyatta can decide to make any of these gentlemen president if he wants. I know most of you guys disagreed with that, but if he wants to make Kalonzo president, he can. If he wants to make Musalia Mudavadi president, he can. Thank you guys, and please don't forget to tell a friend about this channel. Don't forget to share this video. Don't forget to drop your comments. Please don't forget to give this video thumbs up. And lastly, I know a lot of you guys are complaining that I put a lot of ads. No. My ads are normally after 3 minutes. 3 minutes is a long time. 3 minutes is a long time. If I have a 12 minutes video, like this is a bit longer, but if I have a 12 minutes video, I only put at maybe 4. And in most cases, I let YouTube to pick it automatically. But the best thing you can do, if you want to support this channel, please, you can watch the first ad, the second ad, you can forget the rest, but don't skip, especially at the beginning, those 2 or 3 ads. Please, that's the only way you can support this channel. Thank you guys, and please may you have a good day.